It seems you over-imbibed at a bar last night and now everything seems strange and unfamiliar, but you can't remember exactly what it is that you consumed. In order to fit into the grid, the answers to some down clues will need to be modified to reflect your new perspective. The wordplay in each of these clues yields an additional letter. Reading these extra letters in order from left to right as the corresponding entries appear in the grid will tell you which bottle caused this mess. From left to right. Okay, so there's going to be sort of one. No, well, there's going to be an extra letter there and an extra letter there, so I'm not quite sure which of these two will read first. But anyway, so there's an extra message, but basically the across clues are normal, down clues have got a shenanigan going on. Thank you very much, Catnip. Thank you. 900,000 coins as well. Woohoo! Good luck with your homework. Awesome as well. Allow me first go with all the clues. Good morning, Pokenuts. Allow me to first go with all the clues. When I get stuck, then you may start chipping in. But please give me good cheer and good coffee skills. Give me goodness. Basically. Here we go. Supplanted at the end. You rode the wave quietly instead of loudly. Supplanted at the end. You rode the wave quietly instead of loudly. Okay, so if you rode a wave, you surf. If you ride a wave, you surf. So surfed. But yes, that's it. That's it. Okay, yes, I'm happy with one. Good morning, Pokenuts. Is it... Oh, it does say the answers to some down clues. There'll be one down clue per column that will get this special treatment. Go for one. So you is you. Just you is you. You can be you in text speak, so that's fine. Now, if you surf, you rode the wave, you surfed, but we need to replace quietly. Loudly with quietly. Quietly instead of loudly, and in music, forte becomes piano. And so there we go. Usurped, and if you supplant, you usurp. So that is that one. That is... Oh, wasn't paying attention. Didn't see that I wasn't... No, hang on. What? I appear unable to use caps locks today. So that's that. Warm areas replaced originally missing areas. Warm areas replaced originally missing areas. I might have to come back to that one. Warm areas, deserts. There's only 6 letters though, so we know that the acrosses are normal. Warm areas. Fronts? Warm front? Have you got a warm area? Replaced originally. Oh, hang on. Replaced originally could just be R. Missing could be AWOL, and areas could be AS. That's too many letters, and it's wrong anyway. Going to ignore that and move on to 9 across. Dame crafted, large symbol of victory. Dame crafted, large symbol of victory. This is more my style, as in I can do it. Hollow can also do it, because it's a straightforward one. It's more straightforward than whatever 6 is. Warm areas. Desert. Ovens. I was thinking that earlier today. I was in the kitchen and I cooked pizza in the oven. And then afterwards, to help heat the place up, because, we're not in the depths of winter yet, which I'm absolutely dreading, but my flat is already flipping cold. It's just a 1930s house. It leaks heat out of every available brick. So I opened the oven after I was finished using it, and get the heat out and just put a little bit of heat in the place, for free, because you've already generated it. What happens to that heat if you don't do that? And it stays in the box for a lot longer, doesn't it? It's just got to slowly. It doesn't get. There's no vent on it, so it just. Anyway, go for 9. No, I did not burn my foot on the pizza. I was a good boy. It is an anagram of dame. It's because it is crafted. So that's an anagram indicator. And then L for large is in clothing, and a symbol of victory is a medal. 10. Yeah, it's got to be that, hasn't it? Because it's just that's what the universe has got to do with it. You've got all this energy in there. It just has to slowly leak out. Short Derby locale is in little hole in the ceiling. Short Derby locale is in little hole in the ceiling. I feel like little hole in the ceiling is going to be. Thank you for the biscuit. Just watched it reading hands. Yeah, so true. Little hole in the ceiling, beginning with S and 8 letters. A derby locale. So a derby is like a local rivalry, isn't it? See, look, it's drying. It's drying. 12, because I'm running away from that one. Unstable deckhand finally back at sea. Unstable deckhand finally back at sea. I guess it has to be this, but oh, good. Is he still on? Has he done the? Is he still looking at flag ratios? I was watching you earlier. I was watching him earlier. So say hi from me. Is he still on flag ratios? That's my question to you, Neil. If you're still here, is 12 daft? Because deckhand finally is D and back at sea is aft, and so you get daft. So is it that? Unstable means daft? To me, daft means silly or inane, not quite unstable. I wouldn't describe someone as unstable as daft. But it's close. So, yes, Meredith, yes, indeed. Completely agree. So I'll go with that. 14, together, calf and rat disrupted train platform. Okay, now... Okay, I think this must be fractal, but I'm not sure why. Because an anagram of calf and rat, put them together and then disrupt them. Calf and rat disrupted together. It's an anagram of fractal. Train platform? Is there a definition of train platform that I'm unaware of or something? I'm just waiting on the fractal for my train. No, I'm standing on the platform. Is it? It's not fractal. Interesting. Okay. Well, it's got to be an anagram of calf and rat, surely. Okay, it may not. It says together calf and rat disrupted, so it's got to be an anagram of fractal. LA fract. Cat fall. Flat car. That's a thing. So it's literally the platform of a train, as in the floor of a train. I'm assuming flat car? Please let me know what you think about flat car. I feel like it. I feel like it works. Cool. Excellent. Let's align these in the middle. Cute. 18 across. To name one product, spot my stars. To name one product, spot my stars. I feel like it's going to be the name of an American product, isn't it? To name a product. Unless name is N, one is I or A, product is P. Nips. Naps. No, don't know. Going to come away. I know you spotted. A few of you spotted it, but I've got to leave some work for the next go round. As a result, Big Monster turned around. As a result, Big Monster turned around. I'm happy with this one. This is a piece of wordplay that I have seen before. So it's fairly, I don't want to say common, but it's definitely something I've seen in a few places before. As a result, Big Monster turned around. This monster, probably a fairy tale monster, if that helps. Go for 20. It is well known, isn't it? Go for 20. So the big monster is like Shrek. It's ogre, and it's being turned around, so we're going to do that backwards, which makes it go. So that goes there. About 1/3 of high school smokes. About 1/3 of high school smokes. High school is 10 letters. So about a third of it would be 3 or 4. A bit more nearer 3 though. But a third of high would just be H. Okay, about a third of high is just 1 letter, so it's H. But then why do you need the about 1/3 of? Smokes. Feel like the answer might be... So this is 2015, so it's probably... Ooh, when did vaping really take off? Wasn't 2015, I don't think. Probably around then, but it wasn't particularly popular then. Anyway, I'm currently thinking cigs, as in these are my cigs, these are my smokes, as in cigarettes. But not spotting it. So... yeah, still standing. Yeah, yeah. Didn't do a good enough job. Okay, let's have a look at passing dingy bananas. Passing dingy bananas. 22. Bananas is an anagram indicator. So anagram of dingy. Oh yes, of course. Yeah, fair. Yeah, that's what it is. It is an anagram of dingy. I'll give that a few seconds. Go for 22. It is an anagram of dingy, but it took me a while actually to spot the anagram. And really only 1 letter is moving in this anagram, actually, thinking about it. It's the Y, indeed. Dying. Lovely. So we'll put that in here. It's not a dinghy. A dinghy has an H in it. A dinghy has an H in it. That's dingy. Athlete that's paid male for dance. Athlete that's paid male for dance. Got this one. Happy with this one. Go. No. Hold off on 23. Can a person be dingy? A few of you getting 21. Good for you. I am not going to go for it, though. Go for 23, though. Go for 23. I didn't even spill it. It hasn't fully dried. I need... I can show you the jumper. The jumper's wet. It is prom. An athlete that's paid is not an amateur. They're a pro. And M for male. You go for a prom dance. I have never been to a prom, but that's because proms were not a thing. They're a thing here now, but that's because American culture, American TV programs, basically British kids got jealous and they wanted proms in schools. So they are a thing here now, but not widespread, but they're known. Weren't a thing when I was younger. So I've never been to a prom. And all I can say is, thank goodness. 24 across. Crossing crag, I leapt with dexterity. Crossing crag, I leapt with dexterity. That's all I'll say. I have done the thing. It would be creepy if I went to one now, yes. Unless I was the DJ. Then that would be more accessible. Or if the prom had a quiz and I hosted it. Go for 24. Whoops, I just realised. So yes, you could tell I have to press my little plus or minus buttons to change the hidden counter. It's my favourite. It's hidden in crag I leapt. Agile. I am not having French hiddens. I'm not including them in the counter. Anyway, it's hidden in crag I leapt. Crossing that, and enemies with dexterity. Agile. Hose is strange item worn on one's foot. Well, I'm just going to go straight away. Hose is an anagram of shoe. So that's straightforward. I'll just put that in right there. 26 across. Aren't awkwardly canned fish. Yet another 4-letter anagram. Aren't awkwardly anagram to tuna. And it's a type of canned fish. Canned in the wild, So if you're out at sea and you haven't got a tin opener, you're in trouble. Overt acts of kissing. Up caused IKEA employees' ends. Overt acts of kissing up caused IKEA employees' ends. Oh, okay, yes, got it. Okay. I don't know why I did that. That's interesting. Overt acts of kissing up caused IKEA employees' ends go for 27. So ends is your key word here. And I like sounding like I know what I'm doing. Some of these crosswords, I'm just like, I have absolutely no idea. But this one, I'm on Dan Katz wavelengths most of the time here, even though quite a few of the earlier clues we haven't got. It's PDAs. There we go. It is the last letters of up caused IKEA employees. PDAS. PDAs, and those are overt acts of kissing. I thought it might be TMI or something like that for, what does TMI stand for? No, it's too much information, so it's not really that. But PDA, public displays of affection. PD. Well, yes, sure. University's new talent centre head. University's new talent centre head. I think the number of holes in the sock is the traditional number of holes in the sock. There's no holes around my toes at the moment. There's a raid phrase. University's new for N. Talent, art, centre head would just be EA. Or centre could be C, couldn't it? The head of centre could be C, but centre could just be C anyway because of netball. Talent could be an art. So new, art, C, not K. And that would make a university. I feel like that it's going to be a university. Coming back to that one. Rewind Ivan Cameron's blockbuster race 2-2 with an apostrophe in it. Rewind Ivan Cameron's... Oh, hang on, it's the Na'vi. Okay. Oh, it's just literally Ivan reversed. Okay, fine. So it's talking about Avatar. The next film is due out in just 26 years, I believe. It's the Na'vi, which are a race in Avatar, directed by Cameron, and it's just Ivan reversed. I need to see the second one. I enjoyed the first one. It's amazing. It's $1 billion movie that had somehow so little impact, in a way. At the time it did, and now nothing. But maybe there'll be more impact after the second one. Arm in part, cracked walnut with no shell. Arm in part, cracked walnut with no shell. Yes, I'm happy with this one. I should probably get my paper copy of this out just in case I've mucked up doing the grid as I did last week. Apologies for that once again. So I think my biggest claim to fame is when I went to see Avatar, I went to see Avatar in 3D, and it was a fully packed cinema. I had no choice in what seat I was getting, so I just went to the seat on my receipt, which was seat 3D. So I saw Avatar 3D in 3D. Go for 32. Didn't enhance it in any way, though. It's walnut with no shell. Take off the first and last letter. Get rid of the shell. And then anagram, because it's cracked. Ulna. Ulna is the part of the arm next to the radius. And that's that. Dance's heartless jitterbugs. Dance's heartless jitterbugs. I mean, a dance. The jitterbugs are nerves or ticks. Hang on, jitterbugs, nerves. N-E-R-V-E. Dances. Jigs. Oh, it's jigs. And I shall let the chat explain why. That's quite fun, that one. It's because, now that the chat has explained it, I will also explain it. It's the heartless. We're taking out quite a lot of the heart, quite a bit of stomach as well, of jitterbugs. So it's just the first and last bit of jitterbugs there. And you get jigs. No hams, prepared expression of surprise. No hams, prepared expression of surprise. It's got to be an anagram of no ham. Oh man, there you go. I should have let you do that, but there we go. Oh man. They're fairly straightforward so far. Yeah, so, I mean, famous last words. Machine used to carve ebony's left out of strip of wood. Machine used to carve ebony's left out of strip of wood. Okay, yes. Yeah, okay, I'm happy with this. Ardmon. Yeah, absolutely, Faddy. That's or Hanom. Also equally valid. Going for 37, Meredith. So a lathe is a machine that is used to carve. But ebony's left is E, and we're going to leave it out of it. Sorry, so that leaves a lath, which is a strip of wood. Now, is the strip of wood actually a lathe? And either way, it's lath, because it's 4 letters that I'm after. No, the strip of wood is a lath, isn't it? Yeah. And a lathe is what you use to sort of sand things down or shape things with, so no, get rid of that. Ivy's risen northeast, west, and north. Northeast, west. Hang on, maybe it's west and north. Ivy's risen northeast, west, and north. Niwan. Is that a type of ivy? Don't think so. Oh, look. Yeah, it's dry. Hooray. Okay. West and north. Hang on. Maybe. Huh. Is it that? Is it University of Pennsylvania? Is it UPenn? Because if you're risen, you're up. Northeast, but to the west. So it's NE, but to the west we're flipping it. And then N for north. I reckon it's UPenn. Which I would expect to be 1-4 rather than 5. But it's in the Ivy League, isn't it? So let's go with that. And thank you, Annika, for the coins. Outspoken Android programs feature in a church. Outspoken Android programs feature in a church. Yes, happy with 39. Is it not? Meredith likes it, but it's not spelled UPenn. What? But it's a single. Okay. I think we're keeping it. I think we'll keep it. Go for 39. Go for 39. Oh, I see. Fair. Apps is in a church. So the programs on your phone are apps, but it sounds like apps, so it's apps. Homonym, homophone. Total pit where it's disposed of. Total pit where it's disposed of. Okay, yeah, Yeah, it's an "and-lit," which is why there's a question mark and an exclamation mark. It's an "and-lit" for this one. Think about what another. So you need another word for a total, and then try and work out what the rest of the clue is doing. That's my top tip for 40. Go for 40. How many coins are it? 914,000. Amazing. I've got sump. It's not shoe. We've had shoe. The total is sum. And the pit, but where it is disposed of. So if you take the it out of pit, you get P. So sum and pit. Sum and P, sump, and the whole definition, total pit where it's disposed of, it's a sump. So an engine sump is where, horrible oil goes or whatever. So there we go, 4 letters. In the next one. Hooray! That is. I did the same catnip with tea and coffee. and it hasn't been on offer for ages, and now I'm getting low on supplies, and I might have to buy it at full price tomorrow because I'm going food shopping. It's just not on. Just not on. It's normally at half price. What? Interesting. Ivy's back. Ruined Leah. Ivy's back. Ruined Leah. Okay, right, fine, yeah, okay. We're back in the Ivy League here. That's my hint to you. Go for 41. There are a lot of universities in this. Well, it's all about hangovers, so I guess it's thematic. Ivy's back is Y, the last letter of Ivy. And then ruined Leah. Oh, it's not Leah, is it? It's Lee. But anyway, it's anagram of that. Yale. 43. Evening to you, Marky View, by the way. Part of Fall Reboot is adapted around current lead or current led. Part of Fall Reboot is adapted around current lead. Okay, yeah, okay, got it. What's going on, Sensei? That's interesting. So, yeah, we're getting some interesting mods. And 43, interesting. We'll see if 45 does it in a second as well. Anyway, go for 43. Happy with this one. So, fall, part of fall is your definition. We're rebooting. So we're adapting reboot. So it's an anagram of reboot around current lead, the first letter of current. So it's an anagram of reboot and current, and it is very topically October. No, well, yeah, I mean, Hollow, no, I wouldn't, just in case. You're welcome to. Just don't let me know. I am pure and innocent as driven snow. With only 1 second remaining, Messi plays in tournament match. With only 1 second remaining, Messi plays in tournament match. Okay, I've got the answer here. Do any of you get it? And will you be able to tell me, or will mod flag it? Oh, it's quite exciting that mod decided to object to that. How very strange. Okay, 45's coming through, so that's absolutely fine. Go for 45. So with only 1 second remaining, Messi has multiple seconds. S could be second, but we're only going to keep one of them. And then it's going to be anagrammed, and then a tournament match. It's not the quarters, it's the final. Semi-final. Semi. Thank you, Sensei, for being around. Sudden introductions of elegance and objectivity into measurement standard. Sudden introductions of elegance and objectivity into measurement standard. Right, there's a lot going on here, and it's 8 letters, so I'm sure I won't be able to do it. The introductions of elegance and objectivity are E and O. So we're going to put E and O. Yay! Hi, Chris. Into measurement standard. So like that'll be like a yardstick or something like that. It's going to be something like a SI unit or something. We're going to put OE in it. Sorry, EO in it. And we're going to get sudden. Sudden. I can't get it. I'm not going to ask for help either. I know lots of you are getting it. I can't get it. So I'm going to come back to it. Because there's not a lot of work to do in the down clues at the moment anyway. So 50 hacks words. 50 hacks words. Yes, okay, so I'm happy with 47. I'm not going to ask how you make a pizza better, Arch, because I think that's going to be a hint. And I don't want a hint for 46. But 47, go for. So what is 5 in Roman numerals? O is O. And a hack, is in a hackney carriage. A hack is also another term for a cab. So it's vocab. Why is, I guess it's because it's Hackney character, I've explained it, but is that a common, I'd never call it a hack. I would never call it a hack. I'd always call it a cab. Anyway, Iago has many of these songs played on the radio. Vowels. Iago has many syllables. Iago, he's a villain. Iago has many of these. Vowels. Songs played on the radio. So played on the radio could just be out loud, a homophone sound indicator. So songs, airs, tunes, songs, carols. No, not going to get that either. Just to be neat, I'm not getting them in symmetrical parts of the puzzle, which means I should get this next one. Actually, have I been entirely symmetrical in what I have and haven't got? No, there's one that has disobeyed that rule, but pretty much symmetrical. Giving form to bank. Card users might need this to be invested in carpet. Giving form to bank. Card users might need this to be invested in carpet. Okay, card users might need this. Pin, surely. What do you need to use your card? Usually a pin and some form of balance on the card to use. But the pin is needed to get there first. Carpet. It is! It is! I mean, you're never going to be able to tell me what the carpet is without getting past auto mod. Good luck, everyone. Go for 49. So, do you like carpet? Do you like a nice carpet? Do you like a good shag carpet? Shag, but with pinning, and you're going to get shaping, and that's giving form to. So it's bank card users. It's not giving form to bank, it's bank card users. So it's pin in shag. And that is pretty symmetrical in terms of the clues that I have and haven't got, which pleases me a lot. Cool, so that is the acrosses that were all normal. No, Meredith, that was held by Automod. Never mind, it was worth a try. Because it's a type of bird, isn't it, as well as carpet. So these clues, you'll notice that there is square brackets rather than round brackets. That's because it's just telling us the length of the number of squares in the answer, not the number of letters in the answer. So we know the 7 spaces for it to go into. The actual answer may have more or less. And remember, some down clues will need to be modified, and the wordplay in those clues will yield an additional letter. So bear that in mind. This is like sea dog or something like that. Wade poorly, overwhelmed by source of plant life in the ocean. Wade, so that's seaweed. So let's see how this works. Is this... Okay, so this is definitely going to be altered because that agile is definitely correct. So anagram of Wade... Oh, maybe not. Oh, but it could be... one of those letters could be extra. So it's probably extra in here. The source of plant life is a seed. Okay, so we've got an extra D. So it's an anagram of Wade. In seed, there's an extra D in there. And then plant life, life in the ocean is seaweed. But we don't know how it's going to be modified yet. So something's gone on, but we don't know what. 3 down. Feature of booster at escape velocities. Feature of booster at escape velocities. Okay, I'm happy with this one. Yeah, I'm happy with this one. I hope you are too. By 2, I'm telling you that is the number of hiddens that I have spotted in this crossword. Thank you very much, Sensei. Have a lovely one. Go for 3. Feature of booster at escape velocities. Nice surface. It is hidden in booster at escape. It's a feature of it. It's rates. And that looks normal. So that means this one is probably going to be our special friend. Northbound swallows, source of power. Northbound swallows, source of power. Okay, happy with this one. Yeah, happy with this one. I'm glad. This is normal. I think this is a normal clue. Yes, it does, Sean. Yes, it does. Go for 4. Hollow's got 5, but he means 4. He's probably got 5 as well. A source of power. What do you put into the wall? You also put it in a bath. It's also another name for an advert. It's a plug. A swallow is a gulp, but it's going northbound, so reverse it. Plug. Please do, for an infinite period of time, Sean. Much appreciated. Eric Stoltz initially recites written work. Eric Stoltz initially recites written work. This is... this is a funky one. And something's going on that I don't understand at the moment. I think the answer is essay. Because it sounds like this S and A, and Stoltz initially sounds like S, so it's going to start S, and so S. I don't know where the Eric comes in, and I don't know what else is going on, so I'm going to ask you not to tell me, but I'm pretty sure it's essay, and it's a funky clue, something's going on, I'm not sure what, but I'm pretty sure. But it's written work. A written work is an essay. So... ES. ES. S. Okay. Misagree. A written work is an essay. Okay. Well, I'm going to come back to that one then, but I'm pretty sure that that's going to be the funky one. If it's not essay. Medicine's benefit. Finally missing people turned up. Medicine's benefit. Finally, missing people turned up. Missing people turned up. I like the fact that you were all telling me, nope, wrong for 5. Okay, interesting. Medicine's benefit. Healing? Benefit finally, T. Missing people? Hang on, it's going to be Tylenol. Which isn't here. I don't know what it is in the UK. It's not Tylenol, though. Ah, missing people. If you're missing people, you're lonely. Ah. Benefit finally, T. People who are missing are lonely. And I'm enjoying the drugs coming in with one letter missing or several letters missing. That's Tylenol. That's normal, isn't it? That one. Okay. Hell is constant terror. No mistake. Hell is constant terror, no mistake. Okay, this is a funky one because we're getting 4 letters in the wordplay. We're going to get a letter for the constant, and then we're going to get terror, no mistake. And terror, no mistake is T-O-R, because to mistake is to E-R-R. So take that out of terror, get T-O-R. So we've got a letter T-O-R, and one of those is extra. And a constant, I'm assuming, is C? Or X? But what hell is going to be... Oh no, guess who's not got his cans ready? Guess who's not got his cans ready? So, I have rearranged my room recently, and rearranged my desk. It's now very difficult to get to my cans. I do not have easy can access, so I have to prepare now. Otherwise, before, I could just surreptitiously just sort of get them by my side. But no! Honestly, you lot, filthy minds. I do not have a filthy mind. I am pure and innocent and have never said anything wrong. What clue is this? Well, if this clue If this is 7 up, then this clue is 7 down. But really, it's the Sprite of Shame time. Sprite of Shame. 0 sugar. So it's even less shameful. Hell, other people. Yeah. Is there a hell that I'm unaware of called, you know, like SOR, S-O-R, or more, M-O-R, or something like that? But, anyway, I think something's going on there, but I think that's a funky one. Mythological man with a boat. Anchors confused. Mythological man with a boat, anchors confused. Now, he's Noah, surely, is your man with the boat. A sailor, anchors confused. Anagram of anchor? Oh, it is an anagram of anchor. This is a normal clue. Go for 8 if you've got it. It's an anagram of anchor, and it's just a mythological man with a boat. Do you know your Greek mythology? Charon. Absolutely. Anagram of anchor. So that's normal. Very old city near centre of Biloxi. Is that Mississippi? Sorry, Missouri. Is that Missouri? Biloxi, Missouri? It's down there, I think, somewhere. Very old city near the centre of Biloxi is surrounded by River's Edge. Mississippi. I was right first time. Never mind. So River's Edge is a bank. Very old. I think the definition must be very old. I could. Oh no. Oh no. It's. I think we've got an unfortunate. Well, I think Acapulco is coming up, and Acapulco has been flattened. Have you seen this in the news? What's very interesting for me, from a meteorological perspective, is all the models missed it. It went from it's been flattened by a Category 5 major hurricane. It's not good. But it intensified to that in 24 hours, which is, first of all, incredibly unheard of for a hurricane anyway. But none of the models picked it up. Not one. And that's very rare these days, so it's very interesting in terms of that. But that's not good. But anyway, where's 11? Barge ton. City near centre of Biloxi, L-O. Is surrounded by River's Edge, like a merge or a verge. Surrounded by very old. Very could be V, O could be old, and then we could be losing one of those. City near centre. City could be could be LA. Ah, what if it was LA? Very old could be the definition. LA for the city. Near could be NR, and if we just get rid of the N as the extra letter, so near could be NR, but just becomes R. Centre of. Oh no, it doesn't know, does it? And centre of Biloxi could be LO. River's Edge, which would be Gen. Large lawn isn't a word anyway. No, haven't got it. Gonna move on. Italian physicist shamefully isn't supporting women's rights. In fact, I'm not sure this can be Acapulco because this has got to be modified anyway, so I think it's probably something else, but it just looks like Acapulco in the current thing. Maybe it does. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe we'll find out. Italian physicist shamefully isn't supporting women's rights. I mean, that's a very neat surface. Okay. Fermi. Enrico Fermi. It's going to be that. And that's got an extra R in it. Because then it becomes Femi. And then isn't is shamefully. So it's anagrammed. We get feminist. But that's only 8 letters. But that's fine. Doesn't matter. It's an interesting. No, it needs to have. No, it needs to go. No, we're just. I don't know. Anyway, it's feminist, isn't it? Italian physicist Fermi. Shamefully isn't. Anagram of isn't. Yep, that's 8 letters. It's so it's feminist with an extra R. Not quite sure what is going on in terms of the extra shenanigans, but we will get that. Return of the Jedi planet. Oh, I don't know. I immediately don't know this one. Return of the Jedi's planet. Scum can rot miserably. Okay, anagram of scum can rot. And that's 10 letters, but that's okay because we're going to have an extra letter. Scum can rot. Can I work out this anagram plus an extra letter off a place that I may not have heard of? Based on the extra letters, 15. Where is 15? And this should give us what's going on. I think I'm going to ask for the name of the Return of the Jedi planet, because it's something I would now go and look up. And I can't be bothered, it's why I have you. Coruscant is the name of the planet. Okay. And the extra letter then is an M. Okay. And then Coruscant. So we're getting opposites, aren't we? We're getting opposites. Coruscant becomes Coruample. So seaweed, that's going to be sea-bigged, because wee is small and big is the opposite of small. What else? Constant terror, no mistake. Maybe it's just tall and not. Not sure what's going on there, but that is what. So we're getting opposites. We're getting opposites. Sean is not happy with this crossword. Well, don't worry. Next week it'll be a hex, so it'll be better. 16. Surrounded by GOP, New England State was left. Surrounded by GOP. New England State was left. Okay, well, red. They're the red side, aren't they? So would it be reds then? Maine is remained, because it's red around remained. So, oh no. Hey, Matt Clemson, how are you doing? Hope you're doing all right. So it's just going to be was left, it remained. It's just red around Maine. No changes in that clue. Okay. 17 down. Mexican City. Oh no, poor Acapulco. Top youth, essentially, into refined coal. Well, your refined coal is there. Capu? Travel safe, David. Is it the Reading services? Are you really close to home, or are you a long way away? Have you got a lot further to go? Why is it? It's a top... Oh, a top... Oh, hang on. Top is a cap, isn't it? A top is a hat, is it? Cap. Youth, essentially. Middle letter of youth is U. So it's cap U in anagram of coal. There you go, Acapulco. And I hope it recovers soon, because it I've never been there. I've only heard about the song, but having seen the before Google images, it looked like a wonderful place to visit, and I wish I had. And now it looks, oh my goodness, horrendous. Loud noises next to shopping centre display finish in a depressing way. Speaking of depressing shopping centre displays, my local shopping centre is celebrating Halloween, and it's got one of the biggest furry spiders that I've ever seen. It's in a really unexpected place. It's in sort of it's impossible to describe, so I'm not even going to try. But it surprises you, and then anyway. You go. Well, yes, but you might be tired, Digital David. I don't know, and they might have really tasty food there. You might be going for the food. You're not going for the food. So, loud noises. I smell shenanigans going on here. Hang on, didn't I have to... Reading these extras in order from left to right as the corresponding entries appear in the grid. So is it... Do I have to... Is it these ones? Do I actually need to highlight the extra D, the extra R, the extra M? Oh, so it's not feminist, it's giant, isn't it, instead? So it's feminist becomes vaginicist. So that's feminist. But there's no extra M that I can. Oh well, I can just put it underneath the grid, can't I? I can put an M for that column. Oh no, seaweed is in this column. Because it goes from mini to giant. I'll deal with the extra letters later. 19. So I smell shenanigans here. It's next to shopping centre, a mall. So small is going to become big, maybe, or something like that. Because mall, next to shopping centre, display, finish in a depressing way. Loud could be F. Noises next to mall. Display finishes Y. So I want it to end mall, bubbly mally. Loud could be F. Noises. Those would be plural. Loud noises are dins. There you go, dinsmally, and you've got your extra N, so it becomes dismally. There you go, so that's dismally with an extra N. And all is going to become none. Small is going to become huge. Small is going to... It's always to do in size, isn't it? No, scant and ample, maybe. But anyway, dismally becomes hugely. Oh. Still no R. That still goes there. Extra N going in here. 15 gets the M. There we go. So that's dismally, but small becomes huge. Fate of Spanish Public Demonstration Club. Fate of Spanish Public Demonstration Club. I don't know what of is in Spanish. That is going to make things marginally more tricky, but hopefully there's enough crosses. Okay, jumbo. So we're going to have a word for meaning small, and it's going to get turned into jumbo. We know it's this word because it's not this word, assuming there's one in every column except for this one and this one. Fate. Destiny. Because it's tiny, isn't it? So we're going to get an extra letter in here as well. So what is our extra letter? Fate of Spanish. Of Spanish is going to be de, maybe? Public Demonstration Club. Fate is destiny. Spanish Public Demonstration Club. Public demonstration, a strike, a demo. The club is Y, yes. So it's what is good. So it's what's the extra letter around tin? Public demonstration could be not demo, trial. We've definitely got an extra letter there, but I'm not sure what it is. But if it's d, then it could be stin, sustain, or sit-in. It's a sit-in. There you go. So it's DE for of Spanish, sit-in, Y. So that is for 22. There we go. Injured skier eats very soft seafood dish. Injured skier. I last went skiing in 2008. I'd love to do it again. I think I'd be too afraid to now, though. But I'd love to do it. I'm afraid to do too much these days. I need to break out of my kiddie gloves, as it were. I need to do exciting things. The most exciting thing I've done recently. Take off the top of a yogurt pot without getting a little bit of the yogurt on top of it. Should have taken a picture. Didn't. I was too excited. I was in a semi-tropical island earlier this year, Sean. I want to go again. And anyway, anagram of skier, injured skier. That must be anagram of that. Very soft. So softly is P. Seafood dish. This is 29. Where's it going to be? Okay. So I think it's normal. Oh, yes. Yep, fine. Yep, got this one. Go for 29. Happy with this one. Indeed, it's plural. So it's an anagram of skier around PP for very soft. Kippers. It's a red dwarf thing. Smoke me a kipper, I'll be back for breakfast or something like that, wasn't it? For red dwarf or something like that? By Ace Rimmer, something like that. Kippers. Anyway, anagram of skier around PP for very soft in music. Colonial soldiers' explosive device mangled team infiltrating peacekeeping group. Colonial soldiers' explosive device mangled team infiltrating peacekeeping group. Okay, so the peacekeeping group is usually UN. Is that right? 31. Let's have a look at what letters I've got. Okay, well, we know this is a funky one. If there's going to be a funky one in this column, it's got to be this one. Vase man. Vast. Okay, so it's not going to be. So it's going to be the opposite of vast. So it's something man. So anagram of team. So it's probably TEMAN. So it is. Is it a? No, it's Minuteman, isn't it? So a colonial soldier is a Minuteman. Now an explosive device is a mine. So there's your extra letter. Mine. Mangled team, anagram of team, is then in UN. So it's team in UN, all of that after mine. The E is extra. We can put that in this column. And it goes in here as vast man, because vast is the opposite of minute. Lunatic cleans weapons. Lunatic cleans weapons. Got to be an anagram of cleans. But I can't see the anagram. 33. Lances, fine. Nice and straightforward. That still amuses me. Lances. Straightforward. Grab salad to start with, of course. Lovely surface. Pincer, Caesar. What types of salad are there? Caesar salad, Cobb salad, Waldorf salad, green salad. None of these have helped me. 35, let's have a look. Snatch. But Tylenol was normal. So, if you grab, you snatch. Of course, is natch. As in naturally. Niçoise. Yes, that's a good one. That's a good one. So maybe is there an extra letter in Tylenol then? Because salad to start with is S, of course, is natch, and that's snatch, and I don't see any extra letters in that, so that would imply there's an extra letter in Tylenol. Oh, you're thinking maybe salad 2, maybe? An extra letter T here. Not for every column. Ah. Oh, okay, no. And I've just realised what's going on. So, yeah, no, fine. I'm happy with that. Yeah, I'm not expecting one in that column now, thinking about it. He's spotted the thing. Yeah, because I was excited, Coolio. Yeah, just, I don't know. Masquerade by a revolutionary fabled author. I mean, a fabled author is Aesop. But why would that be a masquerade? Where's 39? Oh, it's literally right there anyway. Aesop. Why? Pose. If you masquerade, you pose, and it's by A, and it's all backwards. So it's pose A and all backwards. I was trying to work out what revolution was doing. Of course, it means in reverse. So pose A reversed. There we go. Extracting iodine, or iodine. Use up rock at high temperatures. Yes, I've got this one. That's quite tricksy. There's a lot going on in that clue, in my opinion. There's quite a lot going in that one. Hollow's got it. Yeah. Go for 42. Go for 42. It is Larvally, this one. I like this one. It is Larvally, and I is extra. No, is it extra? No, it's not. No, it's normal. It's normal. No, of course, because there's something's going to go here. So it's avail. It's not use. It's use. There was no use to no avail. So that is going backwards, and we're extracting the ID and taking the I out. Penniless, damaged a balloon, and very long book. Penniless, damaged a balloon, and very long book. This is a normal clue, and is a lot of words for just a 3-letter word beginning with O. Penniless. Oh, if you damage a balloon, you pop it. So damaged a balloon is popped. And take out all the P's, because it's penniless, you're left with O, E, and D, and that is the Oxford English Dictionary, which is a very long book. So there we go. Damaged A, anagram of A. It is. You say it's good for the brain, David. It's good for the brain, bad for the sanity, because when you get into doing these, you can't stop, and B, you'll get really annoyed with some clues. Either, oh no, I wouldn't have done it like that, or oh, that's absolutely terrible, and I never want to see this setter again. Let's have a look at some of the acrosses then. So that was all the downs. Warm areas, tracts maybe. Not sure. What have we got here? 10. Short Derby locale is in a little hole in the ceiling. Okay, that's looking like meteoric. 46. Sudden. A meteoric rise to fame. A sudden rise to fame. Introductions of elegance and objectivity. EO. In a metric, that's your yardstick. That's your standard measurement, your metric. So that becomes meteoric. Okay, good. Iago has many of these. Songs played on the radio. We're talking about the character because he has many asides. Oh, and it's A-sides that are played on the radio. Boo! See, you get clues like that make you go boo. I like it. I should say I do like it. But boo. Okay. Pizzas in space taste better because they're meteor. Okay. So that's that. Still haven't got these two. I'll probably come to you in a minute. So let's talk about this one. It's a normal clue. Now that I know what's going on, I know this is a normal clue. Eric Stoltz initially recites, so we go ESI, ESI, ES. Written word. It's got to be essays now. But why is it plural? Oh, 28. Oh yeah, I'll do skull, as I imagine it's skull in a minute. ES. It's ES says. Fine. I was entirely fixated on it being said out for the whole thing. Okay, let's have a look at 28 across. Thank you. University's new talent centre head. Well, the head is the skull. Talent. Oh, goodness. Universe. So the answer is skull. Why is it skull? University's new talent centre head. It's not a hidden. At least it's not. The talent is skill. Okay. And the new centre of talent, if we put talent but put a new centre in it and of university, so we replace I with you, skill becomes skull. There we go. Nowhere near that. Okay, let's see if we can get this. Very old. So we know there's going to be a word meaning small. And it's going to end LON. And we also know one of the letters that's going to go in it. Very old city, LA. Centre of bureaucracy, LO. Where is the... Surrounded by River's Edge. River's Edge could be a bank. Hang on. It's going to... No, I think there might be a K at the end of this. I think this might end... Because I want it to do that. The River's Edge is a bank. There might be stuff before BA, actually, but city... Balalonk. All I've got is Babadook going around in my head now. Near could be by. Baby. B. I do need a spare letter, and the spare letter is going to be K, and that's why I wanted it to be in bank. Hollywood. Babylon. What is Baby Lonk? Baby Lonk, do 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 do. It's Babylon with an extra K. We'll just put that there and there. It says "Drink Me," and if you're familiar with Alice in Wonderland, you'll know exactly what's going on. If you're not, in Alice in Wonderland, there's various potions and things that she drinks that change her size, and the first one says "drink me" or "eat me," something like that. And I've just noticed that these are always the big ones. We're always putting the big ones in, and the small ones have come out. So we're replacing the small with the big. So reading the extra letters in order from left to right, as the corresponding entries appear in the grid, they'll tell you which bottle caused this mess. It's a "drink me" bottle. And so we've just got these two final clues. Oh, and this one to go. So let's see if we can do 10 across, because I know some of you have got it. 10 across. Short Derby locale is in little hole in the ceiling. Skylight is a little hole in the ceiling. Skylight. Now, why is it that? You tell me. As in, please tell me. Short is S. Kentucky Derby, KY. What's light? Yes, please. Yes, please. Go for it, Marky V, for that one. Please do that. Where does the light come from? Slight is little. Okay, so it's KY in slight. So we don't need short then. Anyway. Well done, Marky V. Round of applause. Short. Fine. Yes. Happy with that. Okay. But why is it 6? Why is it 6? Because I thought it was that earlier, but I didn't know why. About 1/3 of high school. Smokes is the definition. High school. Is there like a category? About is C. 1/3. Oh, the third of high. Oh, that okay. Yeah, that's fine. That had entirely suckered me into 1/3, but it's not. 1 is I. The third of high is G, and school is S. Okay, yeah, fine. What is this? What is this? Can we get this one? 6 down. No, where are we? 7 down. Oh yeah. Hell is constant terror, no mistake. There are no extra letters in this. Hell is constant terror, no mistake. Take the out of terror, you get tor, but it's not that. So hell, bit, lit, mit, knit, tit, writ, sit, pit. What's the answer? Hell is constant. Constant is usually like C. Oh no, it's pi. Thank you. Constant is pi, and it's not it's error. Oh, why didn't I see that? Why just didn't see it? Yes, of course. Terror minus error is T. So pi is your constant, T, and hell is a pit. That's irritating, that is. And lastly, warm areas replaced originally missing areas. All I've got is 2 packs. Exactly, Meredith. That's why. That's why. Warm missing areas. Typo. Tipox. Tap. What is this letter? Last letter, please, for this one. It's not. Okay. Topics. It's topics because warm areas are the tropics. And replaced originally is R, and it is missing. Replaced originally missing. Take out the R. Tropics becomes topics, and those are your topics of expertise. Those are your expertise. What are you going to talk about? What topics? What areas? So that is that. That is the hangover. We woke up in a big mood because we drank a Drink Me bottle. Thank you very much. The Hangover by Dan Katz. Haven't done 18 down. Where's 18? And where's 18 down? Got 18. 18. Oh, so it's egad. So my stars, you know, my goodness, is, you know, egad. To name one is e.g., for example, and product spot is ad. There we go. And that's 18 across, and that's the hangover.